So dude, we're done. What do you think?
Let's build another one.
So we are this far along. We gotta get down that wall today. And then we're done, son.
Have we been working on this about a year?
About 6 months, probably. Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. Today, Caden and I are up in the cabin. What are we getting ready to do?
Hang some boards.
Well, we are getting ready to hang some boards, but first, my stomach's growling. What are we gonna cook? Bacon and eggs. We went to the dollar store on our way up the hill on the side-by-side, and we got some bacon and eggs and brought up with us. So we cleaned up, we got our table set up here, and we're just about to cook some bacon and eggs. It's in the 20s outside right now, and wind gusts up to 38 miles an hour. And I shared with you my concern about the Geniverse charging because it can't be below freezing. The batteries won't take a charge. As cold and windy as it was last night, I came up here this morning with no fire going, and it was charging because it didn't get below freezing inside the cabin because of the insulation. And I don't even have the floor done yet. We still have a few cracks where you can see daylight underneath the cabin because of the tar paper having holes in it. Listen to the wind.
I bet they can't hear it because they have.
I bet they can.
Hang on.
It's pretty windy. I don't know if it's probably too bright out the window. Maybe it'll focus here and you can see the wind blowing the water and all. All right, guys, we've got our first full meal we cooked up here. We've got scrambled eggs, bacon, and toast. And it was kind of a mad dash because the stove was hot, wasn't it? Everything was cooking so fast because I kind of overdid it with the stove and got it too hot. But man, this looks fantastic. I'm ready. You ready? All right, let's sit for it. What am I doing hanging around? Whoop. Man, that wind is brutal. Oh, it's cold. All right, Caden, hand me my drill up here. I'll drill one little hole here. All right, guys, so I have something exciting, but not necessarily new, that just came in the mail today. Now, I didn't share with you guys what was going on with the OOPS power system because I wanted to wait and see how they handled it. But I had an interesting problem with my OOPS Mega 2, and I kind of wanted to share with you what I experienced and how they took care of it. So with this new technology, you know, I've told you there are some glitches and some things that just happen, and it's part of, you know, learning the new technology and all of that. But also, they don't have all the bugs worked out yet on some of them. So I don't necessarily want to be negative towards the OOPS product because we had problems with the Geniverse too, and they had to work those things out. And so it's kind of something that I think you probably should expect to have to deal with warranty issues and things like that. You want to make sure you're dealing with a company that's going to stand behind their product and at least take care of you if you do have problems. With these lithium iron phosphate batteries, you know, it's a volatile type of charging, just like every other type of charging, and you want to make sure it's safe and you want to make sure it's working right. I plugged this in to charge it the other day, and I heard an arcing inside of the box. I knew that was a problem and I was going to need to stop it from charging, but I wanted to kind of try to diagnose it and figure out what was going on. So I left it charging for a minute and I took some video. I'll share that with you here. We took that video and we captured the flashing of the arc, and I left it charging for just a little bit, and it wasn't very long before it kicked the breaker on that circuit that I was charging on. So I contacted OOPS, let them know what was going on, sent them the video, and they were very apologetic and very, very quick to offer a solution. They said, we want to make sure that we get you up and running as quickly as possible. They started the shipping on a brand new unit before I had ever even returned the old unit. They generated a return shipping label for me, and the very next day FedEx knocked on my door to pick up the return. So in a matter of just a few days turnaround, I had a brand new unit show up. I haven't even unboxed it yet. I will say that that is some of the best warranty service I have ever experienced. Now, I wasn't thrilled with the problem that I had with the machine, because that's a little bit scary. I want to be able to trust that I can plug this thing in and charge it and it's not going to burn my house down or burn my garage down. I have been vigilant about the way that I handle these because I don't want any problems like that. That being said, they did make it right. They got me a brand new unit, and I have not had any issues with the solar charging of this. It wasn't making that kind of arc or anything like that when it was solar charging. So most of my charging, that's the way it's going to be done. So we'll get this set up and plugged into the solar power, and we'll continue our testing of the OOPS Mega 2 unit. What are you doing? What you got? Ah! A snowball? It was more like an ice ball. Man. All right, so I went up there and I blew the snow off the solar panels because we were only getting about 14 watts of charging, and now we're getting 80 plus. So. Square. I gotta go put some more. Get. Here, I'll trade you. I'll give you the camera. You set it up and film yourself putting in screws while I go cut boards.
Just how much you just give me the camera?
How about you give me my square? So, give it. Give me my square. You're worse than an older brother.
Come jump it.
Give me my square.
Jump for it. Oh no!
Alright, seriously, give it.
No!
Goodness gracious. Let me through. I got work to do. Ow.
Oh.
Last two boards. And one up there.
Yes.
Nice, and one down at the bottom corner. Last screw. Put it all the way in, dummy. Look, you left it sticking out. Focus. Ah. So dude, we're done. What do you think? Give me. Bro, we did it. We did it. Well, now what?
Let's build another one. I mean, we already know how to do it, so.
We do know how to do it now. I don't think I want to build another one. I think I want to use this one. What do you think?
I think we could use both of them.
Well, we don't need a second one. So.
Well, now we need to build a shed.
Well, now we need to clean up.
No.
And set up the cots so we'll be ready to camp. Man, this is awesome. Pretty cool to be done. All right, let's get to cleaning up. I've got to hang the rest of these lights up here. All right, you go down and get your bucket and gather up the wood, and then we'll bring the sweeper up and get her cleaned up. Ah, we're done. We got her done. High five.
Turkey!
Come here. Hey. I love you, man. You did good.
We're done with the cabin.
All right, guys. Well, man, this feels good. We're done. Now, I say we're done. We are going to do some other things. Like for starters, when the weather breaks and it's nice outside, we're going to put railings on, or we're going to build steps. In fact, I'm even going to put down another layer of flooring and kind of button that up. Maybe even pour a little concrete pad or something like that for the stove to sit on. You know, those are just ideas that I have that we'll piddle with, you know, not gonna be a big deal. But at this point, we are finished enough that we've cleaned up and we're going to be ready to camp. And that's kind of gonna be our next big plan.
Yes.
What?
Big nose man.
Why you call me Big Nose Man?
Because you have a giant nose.
I do have a big nose. Guys, don't forget to get outside and enjoy God's creation. It's beautiful out there.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
We appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.